Normality returned to the streets of Kenya's capital Nairobi on Tuesday, the day after nationwide demonstrations turned deadly. Police said 11 people were killed and 52 officers injured on Monday in the latest anti-government protests to end in bloodshed. They did not say who was responsible for the killings. A Reuters reporter saw police firing at advancing protesters in the Nairobi suburb of Kangemi, and a man later lying motionless on the road with a bleeding wound. A health centre in the area said 6 people had been admitted with injuries and that 2 had died from gunshot wounds. On Monday, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga called for comprehensive reforms to what he described as a rogue police force.
We must end impunity and corruption within our 3 arms of government. Our leaders must become modest, ethical, humble and accountable.
Law enforcement has been deployed heavily in Nairobi since youth-led protests in June 2024. But the death of a blogger, Albert Ojwang, in police custody last month has given fresh impetus to the protest movement. On Monday, the 35th anniversary of pro-democracy rallies, police blocked major roads leading into Nairobi and restricted traffic within the city. That left streets deserted, except for the protesters who arrived on foot. The government-funded Kenya National Commission on Human Rights said it saw numerous hooded officers not in uniform travelling in unmarked vehicles. It also said criminal gangs armed with whips and machetes appeared to be operating alongside police in Nairobi and the Rift Valley town of Eldoret. The unrest follows nationwide demonstrations on June 25th, in which the Commission said 19 people lost their lives. On Tuesday, however, the capital streets were again bustling. As shops reopened, public transport resumed, and schools welcomed back students.